Hey, I'm Anthony. I ride a 23 Road Glide Special. I just fell in love with it. My dad used to ride a lot, so we rode a lot together and got my license and just love the ride now. I had a Buell. That's still classified as a Harley, but I had a Buell Firebolt. It was like a crotch rocket type thing, but it had a V-twin. So it was a Harley engine and a crotch rocket. But I love all bikes. I mean, it doesn't matter what it is. If it's on two wheels, I'll ride it. But I've always loved the fact that it just sounds manly and beefy and just monstrous. I had two lowriders, the Buell. I had a Heritage Softail Classic and the Road Glide 23 Special. So I wanted to get a bike that, with my business as Anthony AutoSpa, doing auto detailing and motorcycle detailing, and going to these bike shows and being around the motorcycle culture in California, I wanted to have a bike that honestly complemented my business. So when I go to these shows, I didn't want customers and hoping that they would show up to the event and showcase my work. I wanted to have my own. So I got the Road Glide Special in that thinking of showcasing my work, my craft, my trade, my detailing work. It's always clean bike. And then it turned into all the relationships that I've built in the industry over the past few years, taking small businesses like Advanblack or performance shops or just Sly Fox or Saddlemen or guys that I've worked for, and just collaborate with them, showcase their work, also showcase mine. So it's a collaboration build, basically. So that's why we went with the full Advanblack system, Saddlemen seat, Sly Fox Performance Racing, handlebars, grips. We're gonna do a whole bunch more to it. Bamco does the ARP for me. Just little things that we've done. So right now at Advanblack, for the moment, we have the full painted blue bags, gas tank cover, the CVO spoiler, and the front windshield outer fairing. That's all the blue theme. The blue and black theme is my logo, so I wanted to complement that. So that's why we went with the blue. Now we got the carbon fiber gas tank cover, the hand grips, and the air deflectors around the engine. So just the new things that you guys debuted and launched, I wanted to be a part of. So we went and got that, and that's what we're installing today. So I'm an auto detailer, so I own a detailing business. We're located in Long Beach or San Pedro area. We do automotive, we do trucks, we do motorcycles because I ride. Honestly, if I didn't ride, I wouldn't want to touch them. But I'm very confident in the bikes and the motorcycle stuff. We do aircraft ceramic coatings and details. So pretty much anything that needs protectant or needs cleaning, we can do it. From RV, inside and out type of stuff. So we got a full team. We're mobile as well, so we go to different events, do bike washes and things like that, like Bike Shed Motoco. We go down to East LA every Saturday, and we just try to like compliment the members and the people having a drink or having breakfast while they're going for the ride. They can have breakfast, they can also get their bike washed. We post up, we do bike washes, we do details there, ceramic coatings there. A lot of them along the west side. So West Side Motorcycle Collective, we do a lot with them at different events once a month. They'll plan a ride, and at the end of the ride, they'll end at a certain restaurant or bar or dealership, and we'll just post up there. We do a lot of different nonprofit organizations as well, so for charities and things like that. And it's basic, but a little bit goes a long way with a lot of people. So $50 wash is like a no-brainer when they're having breakfast and killing time for 2 hours, and they can get their bike washed at the same time. Yeah, I do have family members that don't ride. My father-in-law is one of those. He despises me riding. I put my daughter on there, and he just gets upset about it. They don't like it. They don't like because they hear about all the statistics and all of the people going down in crashes and getting hurt. And honestly, they're knocking it because they haven't done it. Once you do it and you decide to ride, even if it's for the first time. I know I learned how to ride. I've been on dirt bikes, never been on a street bike until I took my course. And then when I was on the course, and then the next day I got my license and I was able to ride on the street, that was a totally different feel. And now in California, having all year round riding weather, rather than in Florida where it would be raining all the time, it's kind of my go-to. I'd rather just take the bike rather than take the car. Not only for lane splitting, but also for the wind in my face and the freedom that I get, I think, honestly. Just having that liberal ability to do what I want, how fast I want, rather than in a car, it just gets boring. You get sidetracked. You stay on your phone, or you start eating, or you start fooling with something. On a motorcycle, you can't do that. You do that, you go down. And so it definitely makes you focus on what you're doing and kind of just take in what's around you. I think just being an aggressive rider, honestly, you can get yourself out of a lot of trouble. If you're just going to be just one of those guys that just putt-putts around town and on the freeway, the way I ride is very defensive. So like I'll see a car, I'm looking like as far as I can down the road rather than just what's in front of me. And that's just simple, right? But being a defensive, being an aggressive, just making commitments, and also just, riding safe, honestly. Having the full gear on, whether it's 100 and something degrees or whatever, that full gear is gonna protect you. I went down back in 2015 in Kansas City. I went down in a motorcycle on my Dyna, on my lowrider, and I had the full gear on. It was in the middle of the summer. And in Kansas City, it's hot and humid and muggy. But I had the full gear and I had no road rash. I had a broken leg, but I had no road rash. I had a full face helmet. Where I was working was in Kansas and I lived in Missouri, and Missouri had a helmet law. Kansas did not. But where I worked was literally right on the border. And so I was thinking, well, I'm just gonna leave from work, and when I get to the border, I'll put on a helmet. But it was just so quick that I was like, oh, it's not worth it. It's hot, I know, it's muggy. I'm just gonna wear the helmet. And that's the day I wrecked. Had I not been having that full face helmet, I would have had glass shrapnel all on my neck and my face, all on my arm. But I had the full face helmet, full leather jacket, I had full boots on. So it protected a lot of it, but honestly, it couldn't protect a broken leg. But honestly, that's the advice I would say. Ride safe, ride your ride. Don't try to be something you're not. A lot of guys think that some guy who has been riding for 20 plus years, who've been in MX and been in BMX and been in skate and motocross, because he rides and he stunts and he knows what he's doing and he's confident in his motorcycle, you think you can do that with yours. And that's where a lot of problems happen too. People getting too ballsy and making a mistake, thinking that they could do something because they've seen somebody else do it, rather than taking the years and the ample hours of training. That's really what you need to do, in my opinion. Now, you asked, so most of these guys don't really care about my opinion, but honestly, being an aggressive rider, defensive rider, and just being cautious, knowing that it's just to get you A to B and back to A, because honestly, that's where you want to go. You don't want to just go to A to B, because then you're stuck at B. You want to get home. You want to get back to your loved ones. And so when I ride, I constantly think of that. I think about my newborn baby. I think about my 6-year-old daughter. I think about my wife. I think about my dad. I think about people who are expecting me to be home. And me not being stupid goes a long way. I mean, this thing is a 114. This thing is stupid fast. I can go super quick, super fast, super easily. And I think the problem is, if I decide to gun it and have no cares, then I'm putting all those people in jeopardy, rather than just enjoy the ride. Ride your ride. So just kind of knowing your limits and staying within them, honestly.